Hey, hi all. In this video, we will discuss about mixed DML exception. So generally, a mixed DML exception occurs when we perform a DML operation on setup and non-setup objects in a single transaction. If we try to insert a particular user and account in a same transaction, then we get a mixed DML exception. To overcome that, we use @future annotation so that both this setup and non-setup methods will setup and non-setup setup objects will not be updated in the same transaction, or they will not be inserted, or any DML operations will not be done in both the objects parallelly, but it will be two transactions, or like as we are using @future method. So when the resources will be free at that time, that particular object will get the data, or the record for that particular object will get inserted. So for an example, if we are inserting a particular account and at the same time if we are trying to insert a particular user, then we get mixed DML exception. But if we are inserting a particular user and we are using @future uh, annotation at that particular method from where we are inserting a particular user, and we are directly inserting an account, at that time we will not get this error, because we are using @future, and when the resources will be free, then only that particular user will be inserted in the database. So we will just go to the org. For an example, we have a class mixed DML is the name of that particular class. Then we have a method name is method2. Then we are inserting a particular account, that is SAC new account. The name of that account is ABC. We are just inserting that, and then we are calling a method from insert user class, that is insert user with role. So if we go to that particular class, so we have @future annotation. I will just remove it, and then I will save that particular class. So now when I will run this particular method, so it will perform two operations. Like when this particular account will be inserted, and it will try to insert this particular user record. So I will just do this control E, then I will remove all this, then mix DML dot the name of the method, and then execute it. So now we are getting first exception on row 0, that is mixed DML exception. Operations on setup object is not permitted after you have updated a non-setup object. So non-setup object was account, and the setup object is user in this particular case. So we are trying to insert a account, and then we are trying to insert a user with a role in the same transaction. That's why we are getting mixed DML exception. So how we can fix this? We have to just go to this particular class, then we have to just annotate it with future. We have to just save it, and then I will again run this particular method. So at this time, as you can see, we are not getting that error. So the records have been successfully created, because we have annotated this particular method with @future. So the resources, when they are free, this particular transaction is taking place, and before that, this particular transaction is taking place. So the non-setup and setup objects are inserted in the database, but in two transactions, because we have used @future method. So this is all about the mixed DML exception, which we generally face when we write test methods, when we have to get the user record, and the same time we are creating the other non-setup objects record. So we generally face this issue there, and while working on flows also we face this issue. So in the next upcoming video, we will discuss about like how we can fix this particular thing in flows. So thank you. Have a nice day.